Hi guys, it's Base Donkey here. I'm gonna basically be running through a class I use for hardcore domination on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Let's load up the game. Yep, it's my Xbox is a little slow, so I'm sorry it's gonna take a while to load up. I'll just give you a bit of background. Basically, I've been asked a few times what gun I use, what class, and how I set it up by friends of mine, and I just want to show everyone on YouTube what I do, telling them to check it out as well. This is my first video, as you'll be able to tell from the fact that I've got no subscribers, no likes on any videos, because obviously it's my first. So yeah, I'm sorry for probably the poor camera quality. It's filmed off a phone actually, because I just don't have a capture card at the moment, so yeah, just bear with me please. Once I start doing it properly, I'll get a capture card sorted and everything. Obviously I'm going to go online with this. Okay, we don't need that. Right, so you're going to create a class, and here is the class I will be demonstrating. So if I just rename it, because I always rename this the hardcore class, well actually just hardcore, so I can always press it. Once I sort out a capture card, I will be doing some gameplays with the gun and other guns. Anyway, let's get into the class. It's the MP11 Toxic that I actually use. It's different to the MP11 because if you look, the damage and the accuracy goes down, but you get a fire rate and handling better than the original MP11. It's professional, so I actually got it out of a supply drop, and I actually like it better than the elite version I got, but I've sold it now. I got the Squeaker, I think it's called, and yeah, I just like the MP11 Toxic much better. I don't know if I'm just gonna take you in further so you can see that properly. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the attachments after I've done the perks. So if I use low profile. Low profile, you're invisible to UAVs, tracking drones, and the XO ping. So if somebody's got XO ping on low profile and you've got low profile on, they can't find you. UAVs, well, it's the most commonly used score streak in domination, I believe. Well, hardcore mode in general, because then it really does give you an unfair advantage over the other team. Tracking drones, well, tracking rounds, I've never actually come across it, so don't know. Yeah. I also use the lightweight perk, and that's pretty self-explanatory as it moves faster, so mobility goes up there anyway because you can move faster. Moving on to the second set of perks, I use Blind Eye, which you obviously if you're Advanced Warfare player or Call of Duty player in general, you'll know it. You can't be found by tracking drones, explosive drones, or any score streaks, but this does not protect you from UAVs. That's why you really want to combine this with the low profile perk. I'm sure all of you already know about the perks. Cold Blooded, obviously you're immune to thermal, target enhancers, threat grenades, and enemy callouts. No name and reticle colour change when targeted. So if an enemy aims down sight at me, I won't get an aim and I won't come up in red. And obviously their reticle won't change, so if they're aimed down the sight, it won't turn red, it won't turn white, it won't do anything. So on hardcore mode, when they're trying to shoot me, unless I shoot at them first and don't kill them, they really need to be guessing. Good perks. I always couple those two together. I use that a lot. That's up a lot on a lot of guns. I use the hardwired perk because again, system hacks are pretty known on hardcore mode. People get system hacks and it really does mess you up. If you've got a UAV out, it messes you up because you can't see them. Obviously, this is just immune to system hacked, EMP, nano swarm, stun grenades, and scramblers. Score streaks remain vulnerable. So, if the system hack takes out your score streaks, and you've just put a UAV in, a system hack comes in, obviously it's blown out of the sky. Even if you're using hardwire, you're just not affected. Anyway, I use a score streak. I only use one. I use a UAV, and normally when I go up the ranks, and I can use module 3, which is this bit here. It's locked at the moment. I use support, so I can always get one. Pretty much guaranteed a UAV each game. I use threat detection, so each sweep of a UAV points enemies with paints them. Sorry, not points. Paints them so they end up their full body turns red, and you can see them pretty much across the map. And then I use enemy direction. So instead of just being a dot, it's an arrow telling you which direction they're moving, so you can go behind somebody and them not now. Back to the attachments I use, and I use pretty much. I always seem to use these 3 attachments: laser sight, stock, and foregrip on it. So obviously I'm using the wildcard of primary gunfighter. Now the reason that I use the laser sight is because if you look at the accuracy, now it is now better than the original MP11. Everything except for the damage is better than the original MP11, but since your fire rate's gone up so much, it really compensates for the damage, so you really don't have to worry. I use stock. No, I use foregrip because obviously if you take it off, it drops the range down as well by 2. So the range has gone up. No, sorry, it's not dropping range down by 2. Let's just go up here. Oh, that's crap. It drops the accuracy down by 2 if you don't, but it also increases the accuracy. Anyway, I use a stock because obviously if you take stock off, you lose mobility, and your mobility goes down. Basically, with this gun, you might as well have mobility of 20. The damage is 6, but the fire rate compensates for that, so it's really just an amazing gun to use. I really would recommend using this. If you get it in if you get it in a supply drop, don't sell it. It's a really good gun. Hardcore mode especially, and once you've got these 3 attachments, it's pretty amazing in core mode as well. A lot of people say, "Oh, advanced rifling's better," or quick draw grip is better. I don't find that is the case, and I just hate submachine guns with any sort of sight on. I just think it ruins them. So I really would stick to stock, foregrip, and laser sight. I just like that setup. Obviously, I'm using 3 wildcards, so I'm using perk 1 grid, perk 2 grid, and primary gunfighter, meaning I can't have any more score streaks than what I've got, because you can see at the top I've got 13 out of 13. I can't have an XO ability, and I can't have any grenades, and obviously I can't have a secondary. So this is pretty much the gun you are going to be with the entire time. So if you desperately want to use a secondary, I'd recommend getting rid of a score streak. If I was honest, I wouldn't have a UAV in. I wouldn't have a score streak there. So if you really want a secondary gun, I mean the knife, hardcore mode. If you run out of bullets, you can pick something up, or you can get shot by a teammate. 9 times out of 10, you don't use the full clip. Well, I use a full clip, but you don't use all the clips you've got for the gun. So it's pretty good. As you can see, I've got it in diamond. It's not that hard to get in diamond. The only thing I had problems with was that who, which is get 40 kills with this weapon shortly after or during a slide. After the last update, the compatibility pack, sorry I couldn't speak, that actually became much easier to do because it was just boost jumping, it wasn't actually sliding. So you could just jump slightly and then make yourself go left or right, get a kill with it, and that would count towards it, so it became much easier. And after I did that, I got it in diamond pretty much the same day as the compatibility pack came out. And And yeah, that's the setup I use for hardcore mode. I hope you enjoy this video. Please rate, subscribe and like. Thanks.